All right, welcome to the Level Up Challenge final webinar in the series. We're going to be going all the way through July 31st for our sales numbers. So the contest did go from March 1st to July 31st, one of the longest contests or challenges that we've run. And we've had over 20 weeks of ongoing education and webinars. In fact, we've gone ahead of the game and had started right after Market America's World Conference. So hopefully you've gotten some great pieces of information and training to build your business. But we are looking forward to seeing who the winners are as we complete the challenge. So for this month, we're going to have a winner for the month of July. And then we're also going to be tallying up the points totals for our winners all the way through the contest from March through July. And there was a weighted kind of exponent, which means that even those that got started or started their business a little later than others, maybe they started the contest in May or June, they still had a shot to win because we had a multiplier, which basically means that you get 1 point for any sales for DMP or websites in March, and then in April, those points would double. And then they'd triple after that and then quadruple. So that means that the people, even at the very end of the contest, if they had a good month, they had a chance to take it all, right? So I think that was a great way to do it because we get some brand new people getting started with web centers. And yeah, they've got a learning curve. And certainly February, March, and April might have been slower months for them as compared to some veterans. But once they got up and running and really took action and really learned what they needed to do to be successful, come June and July, there's a chance that they could actually do very, very well in the contest. So we're getting excited to announce our winners, and we will announce the winners at the international convention at the WebCenter breakout. We'll make sure that we announce the winners of the Level Up Challenge, but we're also going to be talking about our brand new contest that's going to be coming out after the international convention. So lots of exciting things happening here with web centers, but let's take a quick glance at all the different topics over this past 20 weeks. We talked about the system, right? The system of success and the 5 C's. And just to recap, what are the 5 C's? Well, it's about having a candidate list. It's about doing some current research. It's about contacting the candidates and setting up our 4th C, which is the consultation appointment. And from there, booking them into a product demo, which is the close. And from there, working with the product specialist. So really, it is a perfected system, the 5 C's, and really can be transposed into any Market America division. And really, you talk about Nutrimetrics, and Moda was talking about the consultation appointments and the discovery meetings. It's all the same. In fact, if you were to apply this to your unfranchised business with your prospects, you could take the same approach and do very, very well. So it's something, this skill is going to transfer over to other areas of your business as well. We talked about website design. What makes a nice website? What makes a website work? What makes it visual appealing? Why is it important to be mobile responsive? We then talked about some digital marketing as it relates to lead generation and traffic, and certainly that search engine optimization and the search engine rankings, and also leveraging Google Ads or Shop Local. We then talked about engagement through social media marketing and online reputation management and why review sites are so important. And we talked about content marketing with email marketing. We talked about blogs and text marketing as well as a way to communicate with clients. So it's great for your businesses to be able to do that and engage their existing patrons and clients. We then went into different segments of different categories of business. We talked about contractors. We then talked about education-based businesses. We talked about the beauty industry and skincare professionals, makeup professionals, stylists, and salons. We then talked a little bit about professional services and health professionals and fitness professionals. We talked about networking. We then talked about industry professionals, right? Graphic designers, IT solutions. We talked about nonprofit organizations. We even talked about wedding, travel, design, and photographers, and of course, restaurants, retail, and boutiques. And then we went back into how to be a good account manager, right? We talked about following up, being a customer manager, and how to build share of customer. And throughout our teams with the APN, talked about APN, and we can find those webinars recorded as well. And then we also talked about business spending, commercial accounts, and our other B2B services last week. So plenty of information. It's all been recorded and it is archived right now on our YouTube channel. What we're going to do is actually create different playlists, not only the Level Up Challenge playlist, but we're going to take some of these categories and make a nice little curriculum for you and have that available as well. So certainly we touched upon just about every aspect of B2B solutions and web solutions over this contest, and I hope that you found it was useful. So we are growing. We have so many exciting things coming down the road. But we really have to revisit ourselves, right, as WebCenter owners, right? People don't plan to fail. They simply failed to plan. Or for some of us that had a plan, did we follow it? Did we take action? And you've heard us talk many times that it comes down to attitude, activity, and skill. And you can't really improve the skill without taking action, and you won't take action if you don't have the right attitude and mindset. So everything does start with attitude and knowledge and goals, but without action, nothing happens, right? Activity leads to results. So the first thing you need to do is develop a business mindset and treat it like a business, right? Even if it's a part-time business, it's not a hobby, right? So you got to treat it as such. So do you have a schedule, right? And it's important to revisit this. Are you treating this like a part-time business or a spare time business, right? Are you just trying to weave it in your day, or are you intending on building this business, right? And have some clear part-time hours scheduled to build your business. So I highly encourage you, look at your day planner, look at your calendar, look at a blank piece of paper, fill it all out, color code it, and find the necessary time to be successful that you can actually implement your action plan for success, right? So to achieve your goals, you must believe in yourself, but the most important thing is you got to take action, right? Take action. So time to revisit your goals. What do you want on the short term? And how can web solutions and website sales help you achieve that and accomplish those short-term goals? So determine 3 things that you'd like to pay for in the next 90 days, right? What are some things? We've got the Market America World Conference tickets that are going to be for sale soon. We're going to have to plan travel arrangements. We've got some different regional conventions coming up. Maybe you want to take a trip. Maybe you want to pay off some debt. Maybe you want to put a down payment on a car, pay off a credit card, put a down payment on a child college tuition or something, right? Whatever it is, realize that the average retail profit is $1,000 with a website sale. So we know that if we have $5,000 that we're looking to earn, that would be 5 average website sales with $1,000 retail profit. So if we say that 1 out of 3 qualified appointments end in a sale, that means that you've got to have 5 times 3, 15 qualified appointments, right? So 15 qualified appointments over a certain time frame. Now, many sales happen after 3 or more follow-ups, and we talked about that in the follow-up segments. So you don't want to just say, oh, I did my 3 appointments, I didn't make a sale. You got to keep going through the process. You might have to go through 6 appointments, but then you have 2 sales as a result of that. And it's just timing sometimes, right? And seasons change and candidates' businesses change. So the idea is you got to just be focused on the activity, and activity will lead to results. And I like to even be more conservative. I say 1 out of 4, 1 out of 5. And that way I can guarantee that if I set 5 qualified appointments, I'm going to have a sale. And that's the way I recommend anyone kind of schedule their action plan, is to be a little bit conservative, and it gives you time to really make sure that you are following through and following up to see your goals through. And then what about long-term income or a residual passive income? And that comes from building your unfranchised business, right? We don't want to lose sight of the main picture, right? The main objective with your unfranchised business is to create an ongoing residual stream of income that can help you achieve the lifestyle that you really want, right? And whether that's matching your full-time income, or maybe it's a retirement income, maybe it's a backup plan, maybe it's replacing an income, whatever it is, whatever the main reason is, you have to remember Market America's mission, right? Market America's mission is to provide a system for entrepreneurs to create an ongoing income while providing consumers and businesses a better way to shop for the best products and services out there. So when we're building an action plan to build our unfranchise, we have to then look at what an average unfranchised owner creates on a monthly basis. Now, certainly if someone's focused on the shopping annuity or master member, that's 500 BV per month, right? 1,500 BV per quarter, which really would be 125 BV per week if you want to break it down on a weekly BV amount. But an average UFO creates 250 BV per month. And again, if we're going to be conservative, you can almost guarantee that you'll get the results. On average, 1 in 4 business presentations will result in a new UFO or new unfranchised owner. So when we look at it, you have a goal date and you figure out the number of weeks. Let's say your income goal is to earn $300 a month. Let's say you're not quite activated yet. You want to become a coordinator, and every single month you want to earn $300, and you want to do that over the next, say, 12 weeks. Right, the next 3 months, next 12 weeks, you would need to have 1,200 BV on the left and 1,200 BV on the right, but I'm actually going to push that up to 1,250 BV on the left and right. And why do we do that? We do that because the fourth cycle through, that'll hit you at 5,000, right? And you'll get that $600 check, the final commission check in a pay cycle. So if we look at this, in the next 12 weeks, we need to generate 1,250 BV per week on the left and right. Or 1,250 BV on your left and right, not per week, but over that time frame to create $300 a month coming in every single month. And then by that fourth month, you'll achieve executive coordinator, hitting that final $600 check, right? So if we were to take UFOs on the left doing 250, right? And we have to divide that, right? So we take 1,250 divided by 250. That means that we need 5 unfranchised owners on the left and 5 unfranchised owners on the right, all doing 250 BV in order to accomplish our goal. So if we know that 1 out of 4 plans or presentations results in a new UFO, we take 5 times 4, and that becomes 20. So that means that we need 20 business presentations on the left and 20 on the right, a total of 40. And we divide that over the weeks. That's 12 weeks. And look at that. That's 3 plans per week. But the nice thing is those don't have to be just your personal plans. That can be anyone in your organization or anyone that you lead to, their plans as well. So the nice thing is as you start getting a little bit of momentum, that speeds up because now you have 3 people on the left and right. They're all showing 1 plan per week. That's going to cover your 1 plan. So it starts to speed up in nature, but that's how you build an action plan. I would definitely get together with your senior partner, your mentor, your sponsor, and go through and develop an action plan and create an accountability session on a weekly basis where they can help you hold you accountable and work with you to achieve those results. So we talk about building an unfranchise on a part-time basis, 8 to 15 flexible hours per week. So if we were to just take an average of 12 hours per week, this is where we should be spending our time, right? So a lot of times people aren't sure how to invest their time in this 8 to 15 hours. Well, let's take a look at this, right? We should be spending the majority of our time, 6 to 8 hours of this should be in sharing the business, selling the business. That means adding 2 possibilities to our list every single day. That means contacting 1 to 2 people per day to reach out and say, hi, how are you? It should be 1 to 2 people that we're introducing to the business to see if we can approach them to sit down and take a look at the unfranchised presentation. Maybe do that in a call workshop, right? And that means that you're going to have 2 evaluations or business presentations per week, right? That will take about 6 to 8 hours of your weekly work schedule, right? And then you're going to follow up, answer questions, and take them through the process, bring them to an unfranchised presentation, sell them a ticket to the local seminar, and following up, right? Now, selling products, retail, 4 hours per week, right? And that's certainly for our web solutions. I don't think you could do it in 2 hours per week because we're going to make sure that we're focused on earning $1,000 per website sale. So when we talk about selling products in retail, that would be web solutions work, right? So your web solutions work, you're looking at 2 to 4 hours per week where you're going to focus on the 5 C's, right? What are the 5 C's again? Having a candidate list, doing some current research, contacting businesses, having 10 to 15 minute consultation appointments, and then scheduling web demos or DMP demos on a weekly basis, right? So if you were to have one demo appointment per week, that means that you would on average sell one website per month, and you can certainly do that in 2 to 4 hours. Selling tickets to events, right? That'd be an hour per week, reaching out 15 minutes per day to people that you've been talking to, your prospects, your candidates. And then also, what about people in your organization and getting them to the next event, right? And of course, reading your goals, 10 to 15 minutes every single day, reading and clarifying your goals, doing a dream board. So that really is your 12-hour work week, right? A lot of people aren't sure what to do with their schedule. So they have a blank schedule. Let's go back to that blank schedule. And they don't know what their time is dedicated to. Yeah, they've got their personal, family obligations in here. They got their work obligations. They've got their church and civic responsibilities, and they don't schedule when they're building the business. So what happens is that other stuff fills the schedule, and then they say, I don't have the time to build my business. I'm too busy. I don't have time. No, you got to make time. How important are your goals? So let's go back and look at that 12 hours again. And you've got to find a way to get these activities into your schedule on an ongoing basis, right? It's going to take a little bit of time every day. Maybe it's 30 minutes to an hour a day of doing some of the basic activities, right? Reading and clarifying your goals, selling tickets, reaching out to some people, maybe even on social media. And then maybe 2 to 3 days or 2 to 3 nights per week that you're actually going out and presenting the plan, the products, doing your web demos and things like that. But you got to be honest with yourself. It comes down to making sure that you are strict and disciplined with your time, because after all, they are your goals. They're your goals. Now, when it comes to web solutions, all you're doing is following a proven system, right? You talk to a business owner and set the appointments. But look at that. The main word here is you. You. Without you taking action, nothing's going to happen, right? So it's you and activity starts this whole process. Then you can plug them into our teams, right? The sales teams, the product specialists, the design teams, the digital teams. But without you taking action to talk to business owners, this can't start, right? Once we introduce them to our products and services and our teams, your client gets a great site, great digital marketing product, and then support to succeed, right? So the proven system for success is there, but you are an important ingredient in that. And then, of course, we've got all the tools and resources, right? All these incredible tech resources and tools that continue to come out and be updated and upgraded, right? We've got the welcome guide. Have you visited that in a while? Someone says, what should I do when I talk to a person who is interested in learning more about web centers? Go to mawc411.com, download the welcome guide, introduce them to the welcome guide. What about the marketing manual, right? We spent a lot of time discussing the industry categories and specifics throughout this marketing manual through this contest and this challenge, right? So make sure that you leverage the marketing manual. What about the assessments? Are you using the assessments, right? Are you using it in confirmation calls? Are you using them in 10 to 15 minute consultation appointments? Your quality is going to go up when you use the tools. And what about the B2B catalog, right? A great full color catalog, as well as downloadable catalog or a PDF that you can send to prospective candidates or clients in the follow-up phases. So are you using the tools? It's either yes or no. It's like the basic 5 diagnostic test. You got to rate yourself on what you're doing. What about the new features and benefits guide? Beautiful resource. Talks about all of our tools and what the benefit is to the business owner. So make sure that you're using that as a great resource. And then what about the 12-week action plan, right? If you're still getting started, you're just getting up and ready to really take your web center to the next level. And this was kind of like your way to kind of get educated, but you're really ready to now take action. Well, follow the 12-week action plan, right? Week to week. Follow up, write down the names of people that you're adding to your list. Are you reaching out to them? Are you confirming appointments? Are you following up? Are you booking appointments? The 12-week action plan is a great way to stay on track. And then, of course, accountability is critical. It's critical, and I would say have an accountability partner, a mentor, a sponsor that you can touch base with every single week. And if you're looking for an accountability partner, go into any of these Facebook groups, right? You've got the Maximize Your Shopping Annuity Facebook group. You've got the WebCenter Owner Support group. You've got the different local areas. You've got the regional groups. Reach out and say, hey, I'm looking to have an accountability partner that's looking to, hold each other accountable, stay disciplined on a weekly basis, have a call and kind of go over our activity. Is anyone out there that would be looking as well, right? And you got to be transparent. You can't lie because, the only person you're hurting is yourself. At the end of the day, you've got to be the one looking in the mirror. You either did the activity or you didn't, right? And then you got to assess your activity. And certainly it doesn't come down to doing anything, in a huge spurt of massive action one time. It's not about intensity. It's about consistency, right? Doing the simple daily and weekly tasks. And then, of course, creating those business habits. And a habit's going to be created over 21 to 66 days, it's been shown. So you want to make sure that you continue to grind it out until you can make sure that this is habitual. Success really is the mother of habit, right? And then, of course, you're going to be focusing on selling websites as your retail distribution. And then, of course, you want to expand your business. But what's new, right? What's new? What could be coming out with Web Solutions? I don't want to give away too many things of what we're working on and doing. You'll hear more of that in the near future. But we are excited to talk to you about our upcoming WebCenter contests. All right, bingo, right? Everyone loves a good game of bingo. So we've got the 2019 Web Solutions Bingo Contest. So we'll have bingo cards available, and take a look at this. Everyone's got a bingo card. It's going to be an 8-week contest. It's going to be through the months of September and October 2019. And you have multiple ways to win. So this bingo card will be available on our flyer from the WebCenter booth. It'll also be available for download, and you can print it. And of course, registering for the contest, you get your free spot, right? Your free spot in the bingo card is right in the middle. And then we've got multiple ways to win, right? So take a look at this. Any 5 bingo spaces in a row, whether it's across, down, or diagonal, any WebCenter owner that completes a row across, down, or diagonal will get a free month of WebCenter hosting, right? So you can earn that one time, and we hope to have many WebCenter owners that earn a free month of WebCenter hosting. We also wanted to add something neat here, was the 4 corners. In 4 corners, you get each of those spaces marked off. You'll get $50, right? You'll get $50 in cash prize. Again, all countries and all categories here available. And then a coverall, the massive. If you can cover them all, we're going to get you $1,000. And again, it's not just one winner. So we're hoping that we have a couple winners of that grand prize, and we're going to help you find ways to do that. So each week we'll have some training or some Facebook Lives. We'll have some engagement and things in place to help you succeed in this contest. But the idea is that you won't be able to win this without taking action, right? Our goal is to get you to a point where you're having a conversation with a business owner where you can sell multiple products and services in one single appointment or one single contact. Or from your candidate list. And part of that's going to come from our new WCT 101 course. And I hope that you're going to join us at the All-Star WCT 101 down in Greensboro, North Carolina. It's going to be on Wednesday, August 7th. Before the event starts, we do have a few seats left. If you want to register, you can do that on unfranchise.com. You can purchase your seat to be there. But it's going to be a 4-hour training. We've got our certified trainers that will be recertifying with us. And we've got a new WCT 101. And certainly after that, you're going to get home to your home areas, and you're going to look at plugging into a WCT 201, the advanced sales training. And we've got an incredible overhaul on that one. Now we've got some new partnerships and some fun things that are coming down the road. So you'll hear more about that in the next couple months. But the idea is that anyone can win. Anyone can win when it comes down to a game of bingo. And certainly you want to be the first one to shout out bingo on our WebCenter Owner Support Facebook group, and then send us your bingo card, and we will validate and verify that you are in fact a winner, and we'll make a big deal out of it. Again, we want to have multiple winners, but really the most important thing that you can do for your goals and for your success is to really make sure that you get to International Convention. Um, there are so many products coming out this year. I can't slip and let you know what some of these products are, but they're entire categories here. We got entire new coming soon types of stores. We've got some great products that are coming out in some other brands or departments or divisions as well. You don't want to miss the breakouts. You don't want to miss the panels or the booths as well. Just to kind of give you a heads up at the WebCenter booth, we're going to be serving free cups of mocha tonics each morning. So when you get to the event, you get to the Coliseum, find us at the WebCenter booth, and you'll get a free cup of mocha tonics. We'll have some panels first thing before the general sessions start this year. So rather than having lunch panels, we're going to have you, as soon as you come to the arena, we'll have a quick 20, 30-minute panel so you can go get your seat, but have a great start to your day with some mocha tonics. Now, getting to the next event really is the most important thing that you can do. This is, the highest and best use of your time is to do whatever it takes to get to this event. And it's all too often someone says, oh, well, it's too late. It's too late notice. It's coming up just in a couple weeks. Well, right now there's no excuse. Flights are cheaper than they've ever been. Hotels are still available. And years ago, yeah, if you didn't get your accommodations and your flights set up, months in advance, you'd be paying through the nose when you're trying to book a last-minute flight. But through our travel partners, unfranchised travel for hotel accommodations, even splitting rooms, sharing rooms, busing down, taking a van down together with some team members, or getting a flight, flights that are affordable. Do whatever it takes, right? Have the mindset that you will be there to succeed. And this really is the next step to your success. Because if you close off your mind and say, I'm not going to go, then guess what? You're not going to be there. And you're going to miss out on the most incredible event in MA history. And it's all too often that people then say, oh, well, I'm having a hard time hitting my goals. Well, you got to go to the events, right? The events is where it all happens. It's your springboard for the next 6 months. So do whatever it takes. At least have the mindset to say, I'm going to find a way to do it. And then work hard to get there. And if it happens to be Friday, the 9th, Saturday the 10th, or Sunday the 11th, and you're not there, well, you missed it. But at least you tried, right? At least you tried. Oh, I can't get off of work. Well, keep trying. Try and get coverage. And work to the last day, the last hour, to try and get there for as much of it as you can. And when you have that mindset, things start to happen in your vision and where you're headed. It's like the law of attraction, and things start happening to help you get there. Maybe someone gifts you a ticket. Maybe you get a day off of work. Maybe you win an airline ticket, or you get frequent flyer miles that happen to cover the cost of a ticket. Or maybe someone happens to have already booked a hotel and they can't go, and they say, hey, we've got a room. Do you want to crash in the room? Whatever it is, you just want to make sure that you've got the mindset that you're going to be there. It will be an epic event. It will change your life. And unfortunately, you're going to reset that 2 to 3 year plan clock back if you're not there. So make a plan to attend. Make a goal related to website sales to cover the costs. Make sure that you get your tickets for MA World Conference as soon as they're available. I'm looking forward to seeing all of you at the gala and at the WebCenter booth, at our WebCenter breakout, and certainly stay in touch. We want to hear your success stories on the WebCenter Owner Support Facebook group, as well as in our email box. So any questions, any concerns, anything that you have, you know that you can reach out to us at any time. Any feedback is always appreciated, and we're always looking to make this a division that you can succeed and anyone can succeed, because it's simply about taking action and following a proven business system. So thank you very much for joining us on this Level Up Challenge over the past 20 some odd weeks. And I'm really looking forward to seeing you succeed through not only the Level Up Challenge, but also taking action on what you've learned in this challenge and then putting it to use in our bingo contest. Thank you very much, everyone.